Morning. Welcome back, everybody. Well, gonna preg another group of cows today. That's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. How'd you sleep in the garage last night? First order of business, though, I gotta run around and check some creep feeders or self feeders. No, they're not really creep feeders. And see if we gotta order some feed or if we can make it till Monday. So let's go check a few feeders. Geez, Ellie, you kind of parked a little close here. Check these in the lot first. See they're out of hay. We're gonna be bringing all those cows in here to preg check. There's no sense in filling their bale feeders this morning. These cows are gonna devour everything in those feeders. That's a faith-based lock right there. So I'll give these guys a little tappy tap on the feeder. Morning. Hello? She's down there. There's not much in that one or much in this one, so. Quite a bit back there. But this doesn't, well, I guess it's coming out here. I don't know if you guys have heard of Therapiece, and we've talked about it a little bit when we're working those calves. This was the first year we actually used it, and they call it a pheromone. So it's giving off some type of signal to the calf for calming, or like mothering, or like they're nursing their mom. And I tell you what, there you can see him laying over there. Zoom in, and then up here. So these calves were weaned 3 days ago. They're out on about, well, I don't even think they've went to the other end of this pen yet. They could go west a short quarter of a mile. I don't think they even went there yet. They walk around like they're dairy cattle. They're full all the time, and they're just in slow motion. And like I say, they never missed a beat when it came to feeding. They were full the first night, and the next day they were full laying down. It just blows my mind. And now we're driving a pickup out here, and they won't even, they just stand there. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna check this feeder here. Now there's half of these that were weaned 2 weeks ago, or yeah, about 2 weeks ago now. And that does help. The other half was just weaned 3 days ago. Now those are coming over to us, thinking we got a bale. I don't know, been quite impressive to me. I just look at how when they walk around, they got their head is as hot, lower than their back line. If you watch them walk, all their heads are lower than their back line. Well, they're just chill, super chill. I mean, obviously animals that are alerted or excited, their head is gonna be higher than their back line. And these guys aren't. They walk like they're old broke trail horses when they walk around. It's just weird in a good way. This feeder's shot, man. It's got a hole in the bottom. I don't know if I want to use that one anymore, but it's sitting down there. This one sounds empty too. Well, I better make a decision here. I think we might have to order some feed. I think I got room. The deal is when you order the feed, if you can order a whole truckload at a time, if you got the space, it's a better price. It's always kind of this balancing act of making it over the weekends and not having to overpay per ton to get short loads brought in. So if I can get a whole truckload, it's definitely cheaper. We'll do some cowboy math then and see what we got for empty feeders. She's pumping. So that's a, whoa, that was close. Motion sensor, and that's just a reservoir tube. That culvert is a reservoir of water down there, and my float is 6 foot under, and that motion sensor is hooked to a sump pump down there. So when the motion sensor detects motion, it brings water, that sump pump turns on, brings water up to that top, and then they can drink, and then when they walk away, everything just drains back down under 6 foot. So everybody's looking good that I can see. So we're also feeding them along this bunk line, their silage and some ground hay. We're gonna be pregging. I ain't gonna have time to make a load of feed here, so until after. But I made this wheel to push up feed along the bunk line. Mount this thing on there, and we'll run push a little feed up against the bunk. Show you how this thing works. It's a pretty simple little apparatus. Feldhouse apparatus likers. So what I did is, this is actually a kicker wheel off of a rake. It didn't really work very good in my opinion on the rake. So I just took this kicker wheel and welded this arm and a rod that goes in my bale bed. This is just an old semi tire. So comes off here. Oh, Matt, it's all greasy. Stand by. Stand by to stand by. You guys can hang out right there. Roll these out, and then I had treated a calf over here. The first calf we've treated this year. Yesterday I darted one, so we'll try to find him. Then I want to talk about cattails and sloughs and how they work for shelter and bedding when the weather is just medium bad. Let's roll these out. Well, let's talk about cattail sloughs a little bit here. You can see when they come into these sloughs and they knock some down, it becomes almost like bedding. Almost 6 foot tall. So it's 4.5 foot tall here. But if a cow lays down right here like this, you can see how this makes a pretty good windbreak. And what'll happen is they will keep working this out, you know, and you'll end up losing your whole slough unless they hit water. Cattails are kind of a valuable, and you gotta have a big enough area and few enough cattle. You can't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cows on a little tiny pond, you know what I mean? But it's funny how they utilize that though. Anyway, let's see if we can find that calf we treated. And of course, there's no tags in his ears, but we'll just have to go off of visual. And ideally we wouldn't find him. Then he'd blend it back in. We gotta get you guys home and wean them. There's about 15 duds in here that really need to be pulled out. It's kind of dragging on. Part of the problem is the weather's been so good, so urgency is kind of out the window, which is kind of a negative. First, better check these feeders, get a feel on that. That one's about half, a little over half. That one's more. I think what we should do is pull that one home after dinner and put it in the lot. Then we'll be good to go until Monday, I think. Well, I found the calf, not where I wanted to find him. He's hunkered down on the back side of this slough. He's still alert, but his ears are up, but he's not right. There's something underneath his jaw, his jowl on his underneath his chin. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And that obviously the drugs aren't like, he's walking faster than he did yesterday. I might have to treat him again later tonight or tomorrow morning, or really no good way to catch him over here without a kind of a rodeo. I mean, we could rope him and drag him into a trailer or something. Oh, I was hoping he'd be with the herd, but it is a little early if I just gave him a shot yesterday. I kind of think he's maybe a little better, but he's not eating. So we gotta go preg some cows. Look who's chomping at the bit. You guys done yet?
Yep.
Morning.
Oh, morning. Don't push the pup. I'm on time today.
Oh yeah, you were early on time.
All right, we gotta move some cattle around, and then we actually caught them last night, so we won't have the debacle we had last time when they're out in the pasture. So, right, Cassie?
the
Yeah.
hay dropping
Yeah.
out that
Yeah.
Matt put in sideways.
Hey, that was your fault.
That was
go,
my
girl.
fault, I guess. It was a test. I failed. All right, we're getting ready here.
We'll have enough for 20 cows.
We need a short extension cord out of the shop, Ellie. We got to widen out the alleyway because we did calves last. Arrow quip's pretty slick. Push in and then lower this chain all the way to the last cog. So you just push in, and let her down. And now this thing should come out all the way. Put that on there. That holds it from going back. One little upgrade we did, that garage door I bought, there was too many panels, so we made 2 shelves out of it. Clean up some of our junk out here. Still got a long ways to go to get her all done, get the doors in and the front tin. But today we're gonna be running it as a bud flow. So since Ellie is here, this gate is gonna be open, standby. So that will be like that. And then Ellie can be standing right in here like this. She can be standing right in here like this, kind of ready. Cows are gonna come in, the horse is gonna bring them around, and as soon as the horse and her are got them in, Ellie's just gonna bring this closed and lock it, and then she can walk back and push that tub. But this slam latch don't work because there's a little bit of conveyor belt is there, so I gotta cut that off. And we're dead. Okay, now this should slam. Should, but it don't, Matt. Wonder if I shouldn't grind a little bit off of there. Let's try that. It needs to be, the pin doesn't need to be that long. This needs to have a filler in right there. Needs to have a something there so it doesn't go so far. What could we put on there? I think a hose clamp and a little chunk of something. All right, here's what I come up with. I found an old piece of handle that has a little contour in it, or a little concave, a little archy arch. Anyway, I'm gonna lay that on here the right length away to hold that handle so the handle can't completely go all the way in there. All we need is that thing to catch just by a little bit. Let's see what happens. All right, so I put that little chunk in there, holds this handle from going all the way in. Now it slams shut. Okay. All right, I think we could be possibly ready. Where am I going with this thing here? Back.
It is now. Okay, there we go. Get up, girls. Get up. Look at the load. Ellie. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up. No, no, no.
More horse cam, I think. You're fine.
Why don't you care that I have bad circulation in my fingers, Maddie? Ellie, the birthday girl. I need a GoPro on my forehead. Step up. There we go. Step over. Okay. We want 4. Stop. There we go. Come on, girl. Okay.
So here's our first adjustment to this bad boy. Our belt got loose. I made a little slidable adjustment. Not sure. Zoom in on this, Ellie.
How do I zoom in? You mean just go closer?
Yeah. What?
I dropped my mitt. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
You want your mitts today? Let me get that.
Should have had a regular wrench instead of this adjustable monkey wrench. A little bit, so.
Bring them all. Here. Come on, girls. Get up. Get up, get up, get up. Okay. Real quick.
Well, we got that done. Girls did a good job. It ended up being 15 opens. I think there's 154 in that group. If I remember right, we'll count them out. So there again, we were just a few points under 10% open. A couple of those that were open were dry cows that I didn't pull off this summer. Since they were all new cows, I gave them a little longer chance. Didn't work. And then one was that one that had the baby calf that got killed by a coyote in August, super late. She wasn't gonna breed anyway, because we pulled the bulls, you know, a month probably after she had that calf. Anyway, let's go feed some cows. It's too cold to stand outside and count them this time. We're gonna sit in a pickup with the heater on and count them. Hello? Kind of forgot about you guys. I've been shuffling some cows and around. These opens are brought over here, and then filling the... Well, what I was saying is I moved a few cows around. I got a couple loads of feed to go to deliver, and then I'm going into the house. So thanks for tuning in. The girls did a great job today. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.